There is no denying that getting rid of Ash Ketchum and his trusty partner Pikachu was a bold move. We are talking about two titans of pop culture, instantly recognizable the world over and synonymous with one of the biggest animated shows of all time, which is part of one of the biggest media franchises of all time. Removing them means alienating a huge portion of the fan base who absolutely refuse to watch an anime without the two characters that are such an integral part of the experience, an indelible part of their memories and their childhood. Replacing them is a risky gamble that could have catastrophic results. Namely, it could sink the entire show. It could lead to its decline and subsequent downfall. And yet, despite this, they still went ahead with the decision. Why? Well, because every gamble has a potential reward. After all, why risk anything if there is nothing to gain? So what's the reason behind such a daring move? What is the reward they hoped to get? Did they succeed in obtaining it, and was it worth it? Or has the catastrophic decline and the downfall already happened? As far as I know, the removal of Ash and Pikachu was motivated by two things. First, after 26 years and over 1,000 episodes, Ash desperately needed to achieve a major win. Something magnificent. He had to attain his dream, or at least get very close to it. And the second, the anime he led for so very long had to change. It arguably grew stale and repetitive. Something different had to happen. New life had to be breathed into it. It had to be renewed and revolutionized. After all, everything changes. Nothing lasts forever. And specifically in the case of media, altering the formula is the only way to keep things fresh, which might be the only way to keep fans around, since they won't get sick and tired of the same old thing. Wanting to accomplish these two things, they made their decision. After all, the only reason why Ash was not allowed to get a big win for so long is that him doing so meant that he reached the end of the line. There would be nowhere else for him to go. And the biggest change they could make to the show is remove the two things that had been a constant for so long. In the end, they absolutely achieved what they set out to do. They got the reward they risked so much for. Their gamble paid off. Ash got to retire as world champion, the strongest trainer in the world, and with a clear idea of what his previously vague dream of being a Pokemon master means, what it takes for him to become one. They also successfully managed to alter the course of the anime, since, for the most part, Pokemon Horizons feels nothing like the series that came before it. So, mission accomplished, right? Well, yes, but it came at a huge cost, that being the state of the anime. More specifically, its popularity. Like I said up top, removing Ash and Pikachu could lead to the catastrophic decline and the downfall of the anime. They surely knew the risk, but they still took the gamble. And while they got the reward they wanted, they also paid the price that came with it. So, it's finally time to tackle the main subject of this video. Has Pokemon Horizons failed already as a series? Well, in one way, it has. Now, originally, in my first draft of this video, I was under the impression that Horizons has failed on two fronts: popularity and reception. In terms of popularity, well, it's self-explanatory, right? This series is just not as popular as those that came before it. There is not enough interest in it. In terms of reception, I felt that this series got a mixed reception, which is to say that some people like it or straight up love it, while others hate it. So basically, I thought that there were 4 camps, with 2 of them easily falling under the same banner. You have those that have not watched Horizons, mostly due to Ash's departure, those that have seen it and hate it, again mostly due to Ash's departure, those that have seen it and like it, but feel that it has yet to hook them like the OG anime did, and those that have seen it and love it, since it is the change that the Pokemon anime needed. These last 2 are of course the ones that can be combined into one camp. Now, all of this was based solely on my opinion. Based not just on what I personally think of Horizons, but also based on what I have seen on YouTube. Not just in my channel, but also in the channels of other people. I was ready to put these conclusions forward as facts. However, I ended up thinking that doing so would be foolish. After all, how can I make such claims based solely on what I think, even if it is based on very real things that I have seen with my own eyes? So, I ultimately decided to put up a poll in order to see what other people think. Thank you very much to everyone who casted their vote, by the way. You helped me put this video together, which is something I really appreciate. Now, it is worth mentioning that only 19 people voted. Therefore, these results represent only a small portion of the community. But regardless, each vote is the very valid opinion of someone that is interested in the Pokemon anime. So every single one of these votes still counts, and they offer a clear insight into what is actually happening with Pokemon Horizons. As you can see, no one voted for the hate option, meaning that there aren't 4 or 3 camps like I thought. Instead, there are only 3 or 2. We have the people that have not seen Horizons, and we have the people that have seen it and like it or love it. So no one hates Horizons. Everyone who has given it a chance likes it, meaning that it's not a bad series. It was not released to a mixed reception. Instead, it has been well received by all that have seen it. The problem then lies in the fact that not everyone has seen it. As you can see, most of the votes went towards the have not seen it option. Now, most of these people are probably not interested in Horizons due to the removal of Ash, though this is not the case for everyone. I asked some people I know what they think of Horizons, and most of them said that they are not interested in it, but not because of Ash. For a long time now, they have been hoping for the Pokemon anime to go in a different direction, and Horizons is simply not the direction they wanted it to go in. In fact, you would be surprised, or perhaps not, by just how many people were tired of Ash or straight up hate him, which is why they stopped watching and or caring about the Pokemon anime a long time ago. So they champion Ash's removal, though this is not enough to get them reinvested in the anime. Therefore, Horizons still loses. But regardless of the reason, the message is clear. Most people do not care about Horizons, and so they have not seen it. Therefore, Horizons has indeed failed as a series, but only in terms of popularity. It failed to garner the attention of a big part of the community. It failed to get everyone interested in it. And as a result of this, the Pokemon anime has indeed declined. It is definitely not as popular as it once was. Now, before I end the video, I do want to say that I do like Horizons. I think that it is a good series that has a lot of potential. I could see it becoming truly amazing one day. But we are not there yet, and I would be lying if I said this series excites or thrills me like the previous ones did. Truth is that while I do enjoy Horizons, I have no attachment to it. I don't look forward to it like I did with previous series, at least not to the same level. Now, of course, Horizons is still in its early stages, so perhaps it is unfair to judge it unfavorably in terms of how attached I am to it or how excited I am for it when compared to previous series. Though honestly, the original series just had something magical about it. This might just be nostalgia or my precious childhood memories speaking, and the fact that I was just a kid back then probably has something to do with it. But I feel that Ash and Pikachu and their show hooked me with the same amount of episodes that Horizons currently has. So I dare say that the new series has, at this point, failed to capture the splendor of the original series. Again, Horizons is not bad, but it is certainly missing something. It currently feels aimless. While it has a clear endgame, or at least a clear destination that it wants to get to, the path to it is vague to say the least. I think that the slower pacing of this series is largely to blame. It's taking its sweet time setting up a bunch of mysteries that will hopefully be resolved someday. Therefore, right now, it's asking a lot of questions but not offering enough answers or obvious ways to reach them. This is of course an issue just for the time being. At least I hope so. Perhaps when the series is 100 episodes in, I might be singing a different tune. But in the meantime, until such a time arrives, I think that Horizons has failed to capture my heart like the original series did. And I am sure that I am not alone here. However, like I said before, this is not really the problem. Regardless of how exactly we feel about Horizons, it's clear that we all like it to some extent. The problem, again, is that this series has failed to attract the attention of a lot of people. There is definitely not a lot of interest in Horizons, especially when compared to previous series. At least, as far as I can tell. I have not looked at official viewership data or anything like this. But going by what I have seen, not just with my channel, but also with the channels of other people that also cover the Pokemon anime, for the most part, videos on Pokemon Horizons are performing worse on average. So while this series has been well received, it has not been received by many. Therefore, it's safe to conclude that Pokemon Horizons has indeed failed on the popularity front. At least for now. Its failure marks the decline of an anime that was once supremely popular. Now of course, this decline is likely just temporary. Or at least, I hope that it is. I think that all Horizons needs is one monumental headline-making thing to happen. Something that will make everyone that refuses to watch it finally give it a chance. Finally, please keep in mind that even with a poll and everything I have seen, it's still possible that I arrived at the wrong conclusion. If I did, then I apologize. But based on all the research I did, I am fairly confident of my assessment. Seeing the drop in views and interest across my channel and the channels of others is what ultimately inspired me to make this video. I just felt that the state of Pokemon Horizons is something that had to be discussed. And so, that is what I did. In the end, I fully support this series, and I am hopeful that it will be able to turn its situation around in the near future. I hope that it will grow to be as popular as the series that came before it. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Horizons and its state in the comment section down below. I am definitely interested in learning the opinions of more people and of learning in detail the reasons why people feel the way they do. But that's the video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this one right away. Additionally, down in the description, I have affiliate links for GameStop, which is where I buy all my gaming related stuff, affiliate links for Amazon, which is where I buy all my stuff that is not gaming related or groceries, and a link to my Buy Me a Coffee page. These links will all allow you to support me directly if you would like to. I would very much appreciate it. Also, I have a link to my second channel, where I cover Resident Evil. If this is something that would interest you, then please check said channel out. Thank you so very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.